People, I am going to introduce you to this beautiful spirit, Colton, a devotee who has some his spin on what's up with the temple and being able to help people and the women. Can you start somewhere and tell us where you're from?
From North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina. I took a 53-hour Greyhound bus here, and I lost my mom to homelessness actually about 3 years ago. I lost my dad. They were both to drug addiction, but where I'm at is I came out here so I could actually be the helping hand, you know, because they use the phrase servant of the servant, and you know that since the divine lays within every human, whether it's dormant or not, it lays within every human. And so to serve God, naturally you serve your people, okay? And so it confuses me that we're not allowed to serve everyone. You know, they say wisdom is seeing the
At
true...
the Krishna temple.
Yeah, they say wisdom is seeing the true equality in all beings, and where I'm at is, and you'll find it in any religion, any spiritual, there's always some constriction, even with Christianity, because that's why I came to the Hare Krishna movement, because Christianity, they're so judgmental.
You wanted that
you know?
expanded consciousness and ability to serve.
Exactly.
We got it.
And I thought, the Christ consciousness relates to Krishna consciousness, and I'd like to see the divine hand in people that are suffering, and it's like, it's not that it's not allowed. It's like it's not even spoken about.
Tell
like
us about the women and what you notice how they're being treated.
I just know it's so they say that it's a monastery, and so we have to refrain from lust and stuff like that. But we can't even speak to women, and that to me is I can't come to terms with it. I don't even know where the reasoning is, because when you face with temptation and you beat it, that's when it actually matters. You don't just hide off in a corner and don't talk to women and still have the feelings. You actually confront it, and then you deal with it, and that's what makes it worthy. That's what makes facing the temptation worthy. So then it's just it's a big Bob Marley said light up the darkness, and there's darkness in a little bit of everything. So that's what in my mind, I'm just, whenever there's, and I've already actually got upset because there was a conversation about someone offering an apple the other day, and at the end of the story, the homeless person was given the apple, and everybody laughed when they said the apple came from a homeless person because it was dirty, and the offering was dirty. And when they laughed, I was so infuriated that I raised my hand to ask questions, and eventually they went over me. Everybody was asking questions, and when I had to go up to them after.
Of course, they wanted to avoid you because they knew that you were a witness to their deception.
And I said, I don't find the suffering of any human remotely hilarious. You know, I lost my mom to this shit. Excuse my language. That's exactly what I told them.
Exactly.
And they told me, well, we were just saying you shouldn't offer a dirty offering. I was like, an offering is an offering.
Listen
and when
to
someone
me.
has less, it's worth more.
Prabhupada said that a blade of grass from a pure soul is accepted by Krishna. So, and I mean in the most deep, meaningful way. So right there, and you understand, remember, I went to Gurukula, the first Gurukula in Dallas, Texas. I met Prabhupada a dozen times, had him give me sweet balls every week. I had the most intimate memories of this beautiful Godfather. And then my mom was initiated in 1974 at the Los Angeles Temple, which I showed you that photograph. And can you believe that we were asked for donations when we had no money to eat? And then we asked if my mother could take a shower, and they declined. And we've been in a vehicle for a week. And we're basically thrown off the property. And I've actually had LAPD show up as my witnesses. They felt terrible and told me that I must leave the property or I was going to be arrested. They did not want to arrest me. They wouldn't have let it happen. They warned me. But I have LAPD again on board, realizing that everywhere I go at Krishna temples, we went to Hillsborough Krishna temple. Me and my mom were freezing. It was snowing. It was windy. It was probably 20 degrees outside. We had nowhere to go in Hillsborough, Oregon. We showed up and they wouldn't even let us stay inside when we showed up late at night, maybe 10 o'clock. 9 o'clock. It took us so many hours to get out there. We finally showed up there and they wouldn't let my mom. I said, even just let my mom stay indoors. We had to stay outside on the porch because they threw us out. So we called the Hillsborough police and they showed up with beautiful brand new SUVs, escorted us to a warming shelter where we stayed, where there was heaters and a couple tents under a tarp. And I'm telling you right now, this is diabolical stuff going on at ISKCONs worldwide, because this company Wasserman bought and paid for now owns ISKCON, and they're utilizing them to house the illegal gang stalking cartel in all the states. A big portion of them are from India, and I mean they are crooks. But anything else you want to say?
I just I'm a witness to
what I'm saying is true, because we were talking
about
it too.
I don't know. I hear what you're saying.
No, we were witness to the way the women are treated. That's what we were talking about.
And I'm just saying, now I know my mission in life now. You know, Because I believe that the world, whether it's ISKCON, whether it's Christianity, whether it's the government, they don't want to help the homeless because they think it's a prime example of what happens if you don't stay in line.
Well, basically, though, a lot of these homeless like the drugs. They like peddling the drugs. They like being on the streets.
But there should be
they like jacking off in their tents 24/7. You do got to understand the consciousness of a lot of these homeless is dirty. But you know, a lot of them want to be safe. I mean, a lot of them have so much beauty in their heart, and they're suffering. So I would say, probably, in all honesty, about a third, 2/3 like the lifestyle, but the third that are beautiful are worth saving, even on drugs. They need to be rehabilitated.
Exactly.
They need to be funding money into treatment centers everywhere. The crooked cop cartels are always like, funneling those funds out for their crime with their illegal gang stalking rings and not building the cities,
was a better
rebuilding.
person, the police wouldn't have a job, drug dealers wouldn't have. So
Exactly.
to teach people not to do these things, it steps on people's toes and they stop earning money.
Yes.
So imagine if there was a spiritual ordinance instead of law and order.
Absolutely, that's what we need to do. We need to rehabilitate people, not incarcerate them.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what the problem is. The crooked cop cartels, they make too much money framing everybody, and they're supplying the drugs to the streets, and then they bust those same individuals, even the small dealers, for the drugs that they supply, because it's a money-making fucking racket.
Yeah, exactly. It's a big, they make money off the suffering.
That's right. So is there anything else? Yeah, exactly. Is there anything else you want to throw in?
Just God bless you and Hare Krishna.
And the fact that you should be allowed to kiss your woman at the temple. He's got a beautiful girlfriend, and they wouldn't even allow him to kiss her on the cheek there. They think it's like disgusting or inappropriate as they're in there jacking off the porn in the parking lot. Hey, I caught that dude. What's his name? Ananda dude. I went up behind the Masonic Lodge one night, actually a couple, and I heard groaning and elevator music, and he was in his goddamn van jacking off the porn.
Yeah.
That same bastard. Actually, I caught the president too in unison. I think it was one day they were all in there jacking off.
God bless you, though.
God bless you.
This is a privilege to speak.
Yeah, I'm here, coming live from Tiffany's Laundry, the center of the universe. Haribo.